What if I told you there's a place where polygamy isn't just allowed, it's celebrated? A country where sacred symbols of the phallus are seen as signs of protection, not obscenity. Welcome to Bhutan, the last place in the world where mountains are considered sacred and untouched by human hands, and has some of the most surprising traditions. Here, the pursuit of happiness is more important than economic growth, and the protection of nature is woven into the very fabric of life. Bhutan offers a world that challenges conventional ideas. Join us on a journey into the heart of Bhutan, where ancient customs and modern challenges intertwine, and discover a country that has mastered the art of balancing tradition with progress. These are the 15 mind-blowing facts about Bhutan, and by the end, you might not see the world the same way again. 15. Discover the mystical land of the Thunder Dragon. With an area of just about 38,394 square kilometers, about the size of Maryland, Bhutan is a hidden gem between two of Asia's giants, China and India. Nestled high within the majestic Himalayan mountain range, Bhutan is a land steeped in mystery and wonder. This enchanting country seems untouched by time, standing still in a world that moves at a breakneck pace. While the name Bhutan was given by the West, the people of this country call it Druk-Yul, which translates to Land of the Thunder Dragon. This name comes from the powerful storms that often rage down from the Himalayas, as if nature itself is sending a mighty dragon to chase travelers across the mountains. For anyone who has braved these peaks, you know the fierce winds and snowstorms can feel like the wrath of a dragon itself. The country's national flag proudly also features a white dragon clutching a precious jewel, symbolizing harmony, wealth, and prosperity, values that resonate deeply with the Bhutanese people. Home to just over 800,000 citizens, fewer than the population of San Francisco, Bhutan is an ethnically diverse land, with three main groups: the Ingalap, Sharchap, and Lhotshampa. Despite its isolation in the rugged mountains, many might assume that the Bhutanese can't speak English, but the truth is far from that. Along with their native Dzongkha, most Bhutanese, even children, are fluent in English, as it is widely taught in schools. What truly sets Bhutan apart is its remarkable commitment to the environment. Bhutan is the world's only carbon-negative country, absorbing more carbon than it produces. With over 72% of its land covered by lush forests, this small kingdom acts as a green lung for the planet, providing a breath of fresh air in an increasingly polluted world. The people of Bhutan, shaped by the mountains and the storms of the Thunder Dragon, are unlike any others. What are they really like? Let's dive into their world in the next part of this travel documentary. 14. Why Bhutan embraces phallus symbols everywhere. This is not the obscene image you might be thinking of. In Bhutan, the symbol of the phallus is not just a quirky oddity, but a deeply rooted cultural icon. You'll find phallus images painted on homes, temples, and even roadside structures throughout the country, with one of the most famous places being Chimi Lakhang, a monastery often referred to as the Temple of Fertility. The symbol is associated with Drukpa Kunli, a legendary figure known as the Divine Madman. Drukpa Kunli was a monk who became famous for his unconventional teachings and acts, often using humor, shock, and bold symbolism to convey spiritual lessons. His association with the phallus stems from his belief in the power of this symbol to ward off evil spirits and bring good fortune. Do you think Drukpa Kunli's use of humor and bold symbolism in teaching spiritual lessons is an effective method? According to local beliefs, the presence of a phallus is thought to protect households from negative energy and misfortune, ensuring health, prosperity, and fertility. The phallus also represents the power of life and creation, fitting perfectly with Bhutan's deeply spiritual and Buddhist culture. It's common to see phallus imagery painted on the walls of homes or hanging as wooden carvings. For visitors, the sight is an eye-opener, but for Bhutanese, it's a symbol of protection, good luck, and the strong connection between spirituality and daily life. This tradition makes Bhutan uniquely captivating and rich in its cultural heritage. What's your initial reaction to the phallus being used as a symbol of protection and good fortune in Bhutan? I find it fascinating. How about you? 13. Bhutan, the country where happiness outshines money. Can you imagine a small country with a modest economy and significant illiteracy rates being named the happiest place on Earth? That's Bhutan, an isolated kingdom nestled high in the awe-inspiring Himalayas, where happiness isn't defined by wealth, but by the heart and the way of life. What makes Bhutan truly unique is that it measures prosperity through the Gross National Happiness Index, rather than GDP. Introduced by King Jigme Singye Wangchuck in 1972, the GNH focuses on spiritual, physical, and environmental well-being rather than purely economic success. Here, the people live in harmony with nature, breathing air so pure it's a rare treasure compared to any industrialized city in the West. Bhutan is the only carbon-negative country in the world, absorbing about 7 million tons of CO2 every year. Bhutan releases just 2 million tons of CO2, ensuring its commitment to environmental sustainability. In fact, Bhutan's constitution mandates that at least 60% of its land be covered in forest, protecting both its ecosystem and its carbon-negative status. Bhutan truly is one of Earth's last green paradises. Surveys show that the stunning mountain landscapes and the deep cultural pride of the Bhutanese contribute significantly to their contentment. Most Bhutanese follow Buddhism, practicing compassion and believing in karma, principles that have shaped a peaceful society with virtually no crime. In Bhutan, even the practice of killing animals is forbidden by law. As a Buddhist nation, Bhutan bans the killing of animals within its borders so that it imports meat from India to meet the demand. Perhaps most surprising, the social hierarchy in Bhutan is remarkably low. You might witness a prince playing soccer with village children without any special treatment or distinction, just a symbol of how deeply rooted humility and equality are in the culture. 12. Can you visit Bhutan? What you need to know. Everything you need to know about Bhutan is that Bhutan is a destination that requires careful planning to reach. As one of the most isolated countries in the world, Bhutan only has one international airport, Paro Airport, located about 35 kilometers from the capital. The runway here is incredibly short and positioned between towering mountains, making takeoff and landing a significant challenge for pilots. In fact, Paro International Airport is considered one of the most dangerous in the world, with only 8 pilots worldwide certified to land there due to the treacherous Himalayan terrain. What sets Bhutan apart is its unwavering commitment to preserving its cultural identity. To protect its natural beauty and religious values, the country enforces strict limits on the number of tourists allowed each year. Visitors cannot simply travel to Bhutan freely. They must book a tour through a local agency. All international visitors are required to pay a sustainable development fee of $100 per night, except for Indian tourists, as part of the country's high-value, low-impact tourism policy. This fee covers accommodation, guides, and other services. The high cost makes Bhutan an exclusive destination, attracting wealthy and conscious travelers. With these prices, would you still want to visit Bhutan? In 2023, Bhutan welcomed 103,000 tourists, interestingly, with more than 2/3 of them being from India. 11. Bhutan's surprising take on marriage, polygamy for all. It's hard to believe, but in Bhutan, the happiest country in the world, the practice of men having more than one wife is not only accepted but deeply rooted in the culture. Yes, polygamy is allowed in Bhutan. In fact, the 4th king, Jigme Singye Wangchuck, famously married 4 sisters in a single ceremony. However, this tradition isn't as widespread as one might think. But here's something that might surprise you even more. This isn't just a privilege for men, women can also have more than one husband. While this practice might seem shocking to many, it's a part of a deeply rooted system where women enjoy significant rights and protections in marriage. When a woman marries multiple men, only the first husband is officially recognized, but she remains the central figure in the family. Interestingly, men typically move in with their wife's family, and in the case of a separation, they are required to compensate the woman. Women in Bhutan hold a strong, respected place in society. They enjoy a freedom and confidence that many people would find refreshing. They're not bound by strict familial constraints. Their vibrant energy and relaxed demeanor make them captivating, not just to the local men but also to international visitors. But before you start packing your bags to rush to Bhutan for a wife, let me tell you, it's not that easy. Bhutan places great importance on preserving its culture, which makes it quite difficult for foreigners to marry Bhutanese citizens. So, if you're dreaming of multiple spouses, you might want to do your research carefully before making any plans. Want to know why? Leave a comment with the number 4, and we'll explain it to you. 10. Climbing Bhutan's most sacred destination. Why do thousands of people visit Bhutan every year to see Tiger's Nest? Because it's one of the most sacred and awe-inspiring pilgrimage sites in the world. Perched high on a cliff at an elevation of 3,120 meters, Tiger's Nest, or Paro Taksang, draws visitors not only with its breathtaking beauty but also with the mystical story behind it. A retired American hiker described his trek to Tiger's Nest as life-changing, finding peace amidst the clouds. According to legend, Guru Rinpoche, a revered saint in Bhutanese Buddhism, flew here on the back of a tiger to meditate and spread his teachings. Built in the 17th century, the monastery stands as a symbol of resilience and faith. The journey to reach it is no easy feat, with a challenging mountain trek, but the reward is the spectacular view and a sense of peace, as if you're stepping into another world. Standing before the Tiger's Nest Monastery, surrounded by serene nature, leaves an indelible mark on the soul. Tiger's Nest is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a spiritual journey, where visitors can discover inner peace and a deep connection to the profound energy of Bhutan. 9. The Paro Tsechu, Bhutan's most spectacular festival. Celebrated annually in the town of Paro, the Paro Tsechu is the largest and most important festival in Bhutan. It is a deeply spiritual and cultural event, held in honor of Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava, the revered saint who is credited with bringing Buddhism to Bhutan. The festival typically takes place in the spring, attracting thousands of Bhutanese people and international visitors who come to witness the festivities. At the heart of the Paro Tsechu are the cham dances, performed by monks and laymen wearing elaborate masks and traditional costumes. These dances are rich in symbolism, depicting various Buddhist teachings, historical figures, and the victory of good over evil. The vibrant and colorful performances are not only a spectacle, but also serve as a spiritual offering, invoking blessings and protection for the community. One of the most anticipated moments of the festival is the unveiling of the thangka, a giant embroidered tapestry of Guru Rinpoche or other sacred figures, displayed at the Paro Dzong fortress. This sacred event is accompanied by prayers and rituals, creating a profound sense of reverence and awe. The Paro Tsechu is a time for Bhutanese to come together in celebration, reflection, and devotion. It is a beautiful blend of spirituality, culture, and tradition, offering a unique glimpse into Bhutan's rich heritage. 8. Bhutan, the country that stays unchanged. Can you imagine a country that rejects all forms of modernization? That's Bhutan, a small but fascinating nation. Instead of relying on traffic lights, Bhutan employs dedicated traffic officers who stand at intersections to direct traffic. It's a stark contrast to bustling cities like New York or London, where traffic lights are an everyday part of life. In fact, Thimphu, the capital and largest city, was the only place in Bhutan that experimented with traffic lights. However, after just 24 hours, they were taken down. Locals felt that traffic lights disconnected them from the friendly, personal approach of the traffic officers. They preferred direct interaction, keeping things more human and connected. And when it comes to television, Bhutan was incredibly late to the party. The country didn't allow television until 1999, making it the last country in the world to embrace the medium 70 years after the UK. This delay was driven by concerns about the influence of outside cultures, as Bhutan wanted to protect its unique cultural identity. What else makes this country even more fascinating? Let's move on to the next fact. 7. The country without corporate giants. Can you imagine a country with no McDonald's, Starbucks, or any other international brands? That's Bhutan, the only country in the world untouched by corporate giants. According to entrepreneur Choki Wangmo, it's not due to customs or restrictions, but simply because Bhutan isn't a profitable market for these big brands. If they were to open a store here, they would likely close within months due to low demand. As of 2024, Bhutan's GDP per capita is approximately 18 times lower than that of the United States. Despite this, Bhutan's focus on well-being and sustainability offers a unique perspective on prosperity, valuing happiness and environmental health over financial metrics alone. The people of Bhutan prioritize happiness, peace, and nature over shopping or indulging in famous international brands. It's a refreshing reminder of a nation where simple joys reign supreme. 6. The spiritual significance of Bhutan's untouched peaks. What if I told you that the reason there is a highest unclimbed peak in the world is because no one is allowed to climb it? In Bhutan, mountains are revered as sacred, and peaks higher than 6,000 meters are believed to be the dwelling places of deities. Out of respect for these spiritual beliefs, climbing these mountains is strictly prohibited. This profound reverence for both nature and religion means that certain areas are meant to remain untouched by human hands. One of the most famous examples of this is Gangkar Puensum, the world's highest unclimbed peak at 7,570 meters. The Bhutanese believe that disturbing these sacred mountains would upset the balance between the physical world and the divine. This unique ban makes Bhutan stand out in the world of mountaineering. It's the only country where such a high peak remains unconquered, illustrating Bhutan's commitment to preserving the spiritual and natural integrity of its land. It's a rare example of how a culture can harmoniously coexist with nature. 5. Why Thimphu is one of the world's most peaceful capitals. In Thimphu, Bhutan's capital, you'll experience magic unlike anywhere else. As the political and cultural heart of the country, it is a city that blends deep traditions with natural beauty. Located at an altitude of 2,334 meters above sea level, Thimphu is the fifth highest capital city in the world, outstripping most major cities in the US and Europe. Though smaller than many urban centers, Thimphu exudes a tranquil charm. Sacred monasteries, majestic fortresses like Tashi Chodzong, and vast green forests make the city feel like a living fairy tale. Thimphu is also home to remarkable landmarks. The Dordonma Buddha statue, standing at 51.5 meters tall, is one of the largest Buddha statues in the world. Gilded in gold and facing south, it symbolizes protection over the city and its people, leaving visitors in awe of its grandeur. Additionally, the National Library houses one of the world's largest books, a 60-kilogram work by Michael Hawley, symbolizing Bhutan's deep reverence for knowledge. Perhaps the most unique aspect of Thimphu is its thriving community of stray dogs, often considered the happiest in the world. With strong Buddhist values, the locals care for these dogs with love, making the city not only a spiritual hub, but a place full of compassion. 4. Food in Bhutan. Chili peppers aren't just a food ingredient, they're a cultural obsession. While many countries use chili as a seasoning, in Bhutan, chili is so cherished that it serves as a primary vegetable in nearly every dish. From fried rice and stews to salads, chili peppers take center stage in the Bhutanese kitchen. You'll often see strings of vibrant red chilies drying in the sun outside homes, ready to be used year-round. But why is chili so important? The answer is simple, but fascinating. Beyond its fiery flavor, chili helps locals battle the harsh Himalayan cold. It's no surprise that chili is the most consumed food in Bhutan, surpassing even the most common vegetables. Bhutan's signature dish, ima dachi, perfectly exemplifies the marriage of spice and richness, featuring fiery chili paired with creamy local cheese. Imagine biting into a fresh red chili that delivers an intense spice, blending smoothly with the mellow cheese. A taste experience you won't find anywhere else. If spicy food isn't your thing, don't fret. Bhutan offers a variety of milder dishes to suit every palate. Enjoy a hearty breakfast of buckwheat, barley, or corn pancakes, served with butter or honey. Or for a more delicate flavor, try jasha maru, a tender chicken stew infused with herbs, perfect for those who prefer subtler tastes. 3. Discover Bhutan's Takin. Bhutan's national animal, the Takin, is as unique as the country itself. Resembling a cross between a goat and a cow, this fascinating creature is unlike any other in the animal kingdom. Takin's unusual appearance has led to a captivating legend. According to local lore, the Takin was created by Drukpa Kunle, the divine madman of Bhutan. It is said that he combined the head of a goat with the body of a cow to create this extraordinary animal, which was later recognized as Bhutan's national symbol. This mythical creature is found in the rugged mountains of Bhutan, where it roams in herds, thriving in the high-altitude forests. The Takin is known for its incredible strength and resilience, surviving in some of the most challenging environments. It has a stocky build, with a thick coat that helps it endure cold temperatures. The Takin's large, rounded horns and distinctive face make it easily identifiable. With an estimated population of only 3,398 individuals, it is classified as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. This classification is due to threats such as habitat loss, poaching, and competition with domestic livestock. The Bhutan Takin is primarily found in the mountainous regions of Bhutan, particularly in Jigme Dorji National Park and Wangchuk Centennial National Park. These protected areas serve as crucial habitats for the species, offering the necessary environment for their survival. 2. The Kingdom of Green, striving for environmental harmony. Bhutan has firmly established itself as a global leader in environmental sustainability, showing a remarkable commitment to preserving its pristine natural landscapes and promoting eco-friendly policies. Despite being a small nation, its actions have set an example that many Western countries might envy. In 1999, Bhutan made a bold move by becoming one of the first countries in the world to ban plastic bags. This was a clear signal of the nation's dedication to reducing pollution and safeguarding the environment for future generations. The plastic bag ban was just one aspect of Bhutan's broader environmental strategy, which includes rigorous forest protection and sustainability-focused policies. Bhutan's commitment to environmental well-being doesn't end there. In 2010, it became the first country to completely ban the production and sale of tobacco. This landmark decision reflects Bhutan's focus on public health and its determination to combat the negative effects of smoking. Public smoking is heavily fined, with penalties equal to 2 months' salary, reinforcing the country's dedication to both public health and environmental preservation. Thanks to these initiatives, Bhutan now enjoys a unique and pristine atmosphere, with cleaner air, thriving forests, and landscapes free from industrial pollution. This commitment to sustainability has fostered a tranquil, healthy environment, making Bhutan one of the most eco-conscious and peaceful nations in the world. 1. The heart of Bhutanese culture and pride. The people of Bhutan are deeply connected to their cultural heritage, and this is reflected in their daily lives, particularly through their traditional attire. Bhutanese citizens are required to wear traditional clothing during work hours and at school. For men, this consists of the go, a knee-length robe, while women wear the kira, a long skirt that reaches the ankle. This dress code not only preserves Bhutan's cultural identity, but also reinforces a sense of unity and national pride. Historically, men in Bhutan were required to learn the art of embroidery as a way of proving their education and refinement. This skill was passed down through generations, and it played a crucial role in the creation of traditional attire and intricate textiles, including carpets and wall hangings. The fine detail in these handmade items is a testament to the value placed on craftsmanship and cultural preservation. Despite the challenges of modern life, Bhutan's people continue to embrace their cultural roots with pride. The traditional attire and the art of embroidery reflect a deep respect for history, and these practices are a vital part of maintaining Bhutan's unique identity in the modern world. Bhutan is a truly unique and fascinating country, where the blend of rich cultural heritage, deep spiritual values, and environmental sustainability sets it apart from the rest of the world. From the awe-inspiring landscapes to the remarkable commitment to preserving its traditions, Bhutan offers a rare glimpse into a way of life that prioritizes happiness, harmony, and respect for nature. Whether it's through the practice of gross national happiness, the protection of sacred mountains, or the conscious preservation of its cultural identity, Bhutan continues to show the world that true prosperity isn't defined by wealth alone, but by the well-being of its people and the environment. As we wrap up this journey through Bhutan, we hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for this peaceful kingdom. Thank you for joining us in exploring the wonders of Bhutan. Which fact surprised you most? Comment below. We hope this documentary has inspired you to reflect on the values that matter most in life: compassion, happiness, and sustainability. Until next time, stay curious, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories. We look forward to sharing more incredible journeys with you soon.